Hey guys, my name is Matthew, and this is Eric, and we just finished doing like 2 hours of Twitch streaming of Pokemon Unite. If you want to check us out, we're doing Fridays at 8 o'clock, so come join our stream if you want. Today we're going to talk through our tier list based on just kind of playing, and we're going to argue a little bit maybe. We might have different opinions, but yeah, just kind of our tier list, what we think. We haven't been playing much ranked, mostly just kind of standard battles, so let's get right into it.
All right.
To start with, these three characters can't be played yet. These ones at the bottom. We're not sure about Clefable, if they're ever going to be played, and then Gardevoir and Blastoise are supposed to be coming. So we'll start right here. We've got my boy Venusaur. What do you think?
I'm thinking A.
Really?
I feel like he's on par. Well, okay.
I main Venusaur, and personally, I think he's B. I don't think he's that good. I played more games with Venusaur than anything else, and I love Petal Dance, Giga Drain, I think.
Yeah. I think his range just makes him really, really powerful.
The beginning, I think Venusaur does really well at the beginning, and if you can get him a little bit fed, then I think he does super great. But I think like Ninetales, who I've just played with, is like clearly like so much better. Like I don't know if you pick Venusaur when you have the option of someone who's better.
Right. That's fair. That's fair.
Thoughts? Be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
B is okay. Yeah.
All right, Gengar, what do you think?
Well, I thought he was like A, but now I think he's S with the Hex. But
Yeah, we just kind of I just discovered it like in the last couple of days. Duh. How long have we been playing the game?
It's
3
literally
days.
it's been the amount of time it's been out.
Yeah, but Sludge Hex is like kind of OP, I think. It feels dirty to me.
Yeah. I think that Shadow Ball causes a status effect.
Oh, does it?
I think so.
So Shadow Ball Hex might work just as well as Sludge Hex.
If it might be a less length one is the only thing.
Like less cooldown
It
or
ha-
less range.
Less like poison lasts for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know that the Shadow Ball lasts for a long time, but it's a
Gotcha.
way shorter cooldown.
Okay. So that's good to know.
We might
be able to do both. But Sludge Hex I've been using, it feels super OP. I get like 20 kills in a game and MVP a lot with Gengar when I'm not on team. This team I played with tonight was doing better than me. Mime? Mr. Mime.
I have never played him, but I get wrecked. For some reason you try to delete him and all of a sudden you're dead.
Yeah, it's like I would put him in
he has
A.
a reflect.
He has a reflect, and his wall usage, when it's someone good, when you're playing against a bad Mime, it's like, I think he's got a high skill level that you've got to play with him as. But I see him as like an A level supporter. I think he's really good if you can play him well. I think he takes some skill.
I agree.
Snorlax.
I think he's S. I think he's
S.
the best.
There's no
best
better tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think there's a lot you can play well with Snorlax, but he's clearly the best tank. If you don't have Snorlax as your defender, if you're playing Slowbro, like again, it's that question, like why would you play as Slowbro if you can play as Snorlax?
Right, and the reason for that is that really Slowbro, he's really good. He has a really good stun lock, but it's
For sure.
one person.
Yeah.
Your wall, if you knock into someone, it stuns everyone in that area.
Yeah. So I guess Slowbro, since we're talking about him real quick, what do you think?
I think probably B, because you need someone to follow up. It's the same with Venusaur. It's like you have to have a team playing around you.
Yeah, no, I
There's no
think
solo
so.
carry potential at all.
I like Surf. Surf might be the best move like in the game in some ways. Maybe not best, but it's a good move. But then Telekinesis is kind of like trolly or something. It's not really good.
It stuns one person very, very well.
Yeah.
But you have to have follow up because you don't do any damage.
It's super annoying when you get hit by Telekinesis.
Right.
But there's nothing else to that. So.
Right.
What else? Absol.
Absol, I feel like she's too squishy. She's so squishy. She
Yeah.
does a lot of damage, but there's also Vera. What is it? Zera.
Oh, Zeraora. Yeah.
Yeah. Zeraora. Yeah.
So
I would say that she's B tier because she does a lot of damage, but you'd have to play her really, really well. She has a lot of ability. Like, if you can survive with her and just get in and get out, you can take out squishies like super fast.
yeah. But I guess the question: why would you play her when you can play Zeraora or you can play Gengar?
Yeah. Until we have bans and stuff, that she's gonna be low.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chomp.
He's C. In my opinion, unless he's super fed, he's bad.
Yeah, I think
He's
that is the thing
hard
with
to catch
Chomp.
up.
I would say like C plus maybe, like almost into B category, because if you can feed Garchomp early, then Garchomp it just stomps. He chomps the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't get his feet early, I think those two, and until he evolves fully, he's kind of meh.
His two base abilities suck.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're pretty good.
So I want to stick him somewhere in between here. I'll give you C. We don't have anyone
I
in
think
C.
I think C is the right spot for him because literally he just does not do anything early game.
Yeah. Okay, Lucario.
Lucario.
We haven't played a lot of Lucarios.
I've actually played a decent amount of
have you? Okay, great. Oh, you played as Lucario.
Yeah.
I was saying I haven't played against a lot of Lucarios.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just haven't seen a lot.
I've been versing some of them. Usually they're not my lane, but when they get fed, they completely stomp. I think that he's A, just
A.
Because I don't think he's S because he's not like broken.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty balanced, but he's like an assassin all-arounder.
Yeah.
He's about as close to an assassin all-arounder as you get.
Yeah.
But the fact that he has resets, it just takes a lot of work to think about which one you're attacking, and also the like auto aim makes that really difficult.
Like Mr. Mime, I'd say his resets, like Gengar, some of those resets. If you can play with resets properly, like if you have a high level of skill, then like Mr. Mime, he's a really high A. Mm-hmm. If you don't though, he's almost like a C. Like if you don't have the skill level to play him.
Right.
So I think he's similar to Mr. Mime. Good Lucarios are awesome. Bad Lucarios are meh.
Right. Yeah. But that's also the fact that when you're behind, you do nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Crustle.
I just have never seen one just really be dominant.
Yeah, I think they nerfed him pretty heavy, as from what I've heard about from the beginning, like when people played him. So I think Shell Smash used to be like super dominant, like you just throw in and it like has really quick resets. His other one, his little laning thing, it's not as good as Snorlax or like Ninetales or whatever. It's kind of gimmicky.
And on top of that, more often than not,
it traps other people.
It prevents your own team.
Yeah, it's really annoying when you're with a bad Crustle.
Right. Yeah.
Greninja.
I like Greninja. He
Yeah.
does a lot of damage. He does a ton of damage just with his base skills.
Yep.
I like him, but I think that he doesn't have as much utility as some of the other ones, so I'd put him as B.
I also would put him as B. That's exactly where I'd put him. I think, he's got a lot of potential there, but I think he needs. I would see him a little bit buffed because I'd like to play as Greninja, but I haven't seen him. Like I've played him a couple times. I don't see him as like awesome.
He does a lot of damage, but he has very, very little utility.
Yeah.
Doesn't really.
There's not a lot for a team to play with.
Yeah.
And so
there's
I think
CC.
It's like Garchomp actually, because Garchomp, I think if you were to look at his damage output, I think Garchomp has more than anyone else.
Especially with his ult, because it's like a 6 cast or something.
It's crazy. But he just doesn't add much to the team. He just stomps on things if he can get fed. So, Talonflame?
No experience, and I still don't exactly understand his moveset.
Yeah, he's annoying sometimes. I feel like he's got like a lot of dashes, like melee dashes. I would say somewhere in this A-B area. I might be tempted. I think I will put him B, I think. Just because he is sometimes really annoying. But he's also super squishy. He's like just about as squishy as they come. If you can get a couple moves off on Talonflame, he's gone. So
that is my experience. Is when I've had to kill him, he does die pretty easily.
Yeah. Zard.
I literally see every other all-arounder being better than him.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I think if Garchomp is a C, this is like a low C.
Yeah.
If we had a D category, and I will say this, for Pokemon, they've done a good job of balancing this, because I don't think the D category is really required, just because you can play just about any Pokemon well, I think. But Charizard is kind of the low end of being able to play Pokemon well. I think I've never seen him be dominant at all.
Right. Yeah.
Zeraora?
He's S.
S tier.
He's the best speedster technically right now.
Yeah, I agree. He's fast. He hits hard. He's fun to play. So yeah, if you can get an early jungle with Zeraora, he's gonna kick everyone else out. It's just gonna rock. Cinderace.
He's up there in A or S.
Yeah, I would say A or S too. I think A.
Yeah, I think A is fair because he just does so much damage. I've seen them do so well.
Yeah,
like it's just annoying.
Yeah, no,
Really.
it really is annoying when you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're 1-on-1 with him and you think you're gonna rock him, and suddenly he rocks you first.
Yeah, there's so much damage coming out.
Yeah, he's just really high damage, and from a range, which is nice.
Right, which is his entire role. So
Goss. I'm gonna put Goss S. You can argue with me if you want. But
they're so squishy. If you have an assassin, or even if you're the tank, I can 1v1 that all day.
yeah, I think
Even
it does
when they're
depend on
fed.
how you play. That one game we even played tonight, I'll probably post it later. I went 4v1 and took all 4. So I think that people underestimate. I think people tend to go with the other build. I don't even know what it is, but I do the puff and cotton, whatever the big cotton thing is that reduces damage. And the puff will either heal you or damage enemies. And so it depends on how you use that. But Goss, I've just seen. Well, I've seen it personally. I rock with Goss, and I get a lot of MVPs when I play Goss ranked with other people. So, You okay with it there? You want me to move it?
I personally don't like it there, but if I literally have not played the champion, I just find it really easy to play against in most instances.
All right, we'll stick him. We'll stick him one lower then. I'll bring one down, but I think he should be an S for the record.
All right.
All right,
That's
Kramer
fine.
Rant.
I want just because the moveset's so funny to me, I just want
The
it to be
spitting fish
higher.
thing.
But I have yet to get him to a point. His early game is brutal.
Yeah.
Because with his I don't know if it's Hurricane or something. When it gets down, you can literally full health someone with one move.
Yeah.
Literally, but
You surf with him too, right? Is that the first one you do?
Surf is something that comes later, but it's the move after. The move before it is actually stronger than surf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it goes from out to in, and as it goes in, it actually causes more damage.
Okay.
So if you get someone from the beginning to the end of it, if you can catch them in it, they will be 100% health.
All right. I have not played as Kramer at all.
Right.
So I'm gonna probably default to you.
Yeah. The deal is after that, he feels weak. His ult, it locks him in place and makes him a turret.
Okay.
Which, unless you're positioned really well, ends up killing you most times. But I would say he's B. Because his early game is so strong.
Yeah.
I think Pikachu is A.
Pikachu's A.
Yeah. He just does so much damage. And also the fact that his passive is that when he gets attacked initially, he stuns.
I think it makes sense that they made Pikachu like pretty good. Like people want to play as Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think something that makes him powerful too is ranged, like where you can stun multiple enemies at the same time. That's crazy. Like the idea that there's no one else who can do that in this game that way.
Right. Also, his ball is a pointing, like it travels and chases.
Yeah. Even if you leave screen. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that ball, as long as it initially is hitting someone, even if they run away, it's gonna
It'll
hit them.
catch them and get them.
It's I think one of the only skill shots that does that.
I think Venusaur's maybe does that too. Oh no, it's Goss's who does that too.
Okay.
Eldegoss does too.
Well, you place it on a person and it travels with them.
Puff does, but my main attacks will chase outside.
Oh, you mean your auto attacks?
My auto attacks, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ninetales. I have played just a little bit, but every time I see someone lane with Ninetales lanes so well. I want to S tier Ninetales. I think.
Yeah.
I think he just really rocks.
Mm-hmm. That's also
What do you think about this guy?
I have never seen it played. I
I have seen it played. It's not very good. This is my C tier. I think is Wigglytuff. I'll post some footage in a couple days about that too.
See it. I have not seen it in game.
Yeah. All right, last one here.
Champ. He's right now currently probably the best all-arounder in general because he can be really tanky and he can also be really damaging and he's really hard to deal with when he gets fed.
You think better than Lucario?
There's less of a skill cap with Machamp, so yes.
Oh, just in that, like, anyone can pick up Machamp.
Anyone can pick up Machamp and do well.
Yeah.
Lucario, you have to, like...
To be good at.
You have to be good at.
Do you think he's an S tier?
I think he's S tier because He's like,
because you can just pick him up
Yeah.
and play him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, submission and what's the other one? His other piece. Submission by itself is what gets him to S tier. I
yeah,
think.
because it's
high damage.
It's high damage, but also it's a movement speed steroid. Did
Yeah.
you know? So if
it speeds you up.
it speeds you up for a while
Yeah.
to allow you to catch up to him. And the cool part is that it doesn't go away if you use cross chop. So if you use cross chop after using submission, you actually catch up to them, hit them with cross chop, and then launch them backwards.
Yeah, that's dirty.
And it does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And then his ultimate is just a crazy steroid, and yeah.
Cool. Well, let us know in the comments, what do you think about our tier list? What do you disagree with? What's your favorite? What are you maining right now? And then, like I said, check us out on Twitch. We're going to be Fridays at 8 o'clock. It's 4 guys and a Switch. So come check us out.